There's one behind it.
There's one here.
Boy, he came up out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, there he goes.
Still on it.
It's a better fish too.
Yeah, I know it is.
Oh, she's right on it.
It's a big fish.
That's a big fish.
It's late summer and we're on Lake St. Clair, and I have got two soft plastic experts by my side. I've got Brad Rue, the inventor of the Bulldog, and pro guide Spencer Berman. Spencer, we're out here in summertime, Lake St. Clair. What's going on in this big lake?
Well, it's late summer. We've got some big cool down conditions here. We had a front come through the other night with big storms. We'll be fishing open water, looking for them around schools of bait, and hopefully put some nice fish in the boat.
I don't know if I really need to ask you this, but what bait you think is gonna be going?
Well, Jim, you know, it's interesting. Every time I come to Lake St. Clair, I get excited. You got good chance at numbers of fish and, of course, big fish, and they love to eat big pounders. So I'm excited.
The Muskie Hunter, brought to you by Yeti Coolers, Bass Pro Shops, Ontario, Canada, Shimano, G. Loomis, Power Pro, Mercury Outboards, Ranger Boats, Joe Booker Outdoors, Muskie Mayhem Tackle, Motor Guide, Muskie Innovations, Phantom Lures, and Muskie Hunter Magazine.
For 50 years, Ranger has led the way in innovative, high-performance designs, and we're raising the bar again with a bold new flagship line, the Ranger Z Comanche L Series. These rigs are custom crafted with a passion for perfection and loaded with more features and advantages to deliver domination at every level. The next generation Ranger L Series. Celebrate a legacy, 50 years in the making.
Looking for the latest in muskie gear? We have muskie sweatshirts, t-shirts, and hats. A full line of muskie DVDs and books. Gear up with a complete line of release tools. Shop muskie at muskiehunter.com.
There's one.
Yep. He's on it.
There we go.
Nice.
Good job.
Coming.
Good figure eight, Spencer.
Bring him back around. He's not hooked very good.
Got him.
Nice.
Nice job, Spencer.
Nice.
Awesome figure eight.
Nice job. Yeah, so I'm coming in hot, man. There was no doubt on that one. That's always fun. All righty.
Nice.
Fish nice fish came up hot. You know, we're fishing open water. It's still a little choppy. The wind's kicking up, but you got to keep them honest. They'll still eat at the boat. Saw her coming up at the last possible second. As soon as I went through the first 8, hung it out on the outside turn, she just smoked it.
Awesome job. Beautiful.
Just a real nice fish. Come on, girl. There she goes.
See ya. Now, Spencer, you've got about 1 billion bulldogs in here for sure, and you know everyone asks, you know, about color. You know, what colors do you use on St. Clair and like that, and you've got a hodgepodge of different colors in here. So, how do you pick out colors in this kind of situation?
So like I have a couple different colors. All my hot colors, I got 3 or 4 of each one. You know, ready to go, so we can pull them out, run them in the rotation. And then as far as colors, like different color types go, you know, we got a lot of natural stuff and then a couple of the bright things. And the big thing for us is what the water clarity's doing. You got dirtier water, it's normally more of the brighter colors. Darker days, same thing. And then when you get into clear water, a lot more of the shad tones, walleye colors, the golds, things like that.
This is our pro pounder, and what makes, I get this question all the time, what makes a pro dog versus a regular dog? And it's the flexible harness inside is what's the pro dog. And over the last about 3 years, the pro dog has really caught on. And the reason is when you're working it through the water and you pause it, the head will start going down like this. And when you rip it, it really gives it a nice hop. So what I'll do is when I cast it out, immediately hits the water, I'll give it a nice rip in case you landed it near a fish. They'll grab it right on that first rip. 9 times out of 10, when it's dropping on that dive, that's when the fish comes up and grab it. You come to pull it again and they're there, and that's when you give them a whack. There's one. Stay hooked, baby.
Coming. Not hooked very good though. I can see the bait.
Yeah, you're right on that. Yeah. That's why it's pulling different. That's why I thought it was.
Yeah.
You know, with that, we had this bad weather come through last night, lightning, thunder, what, your biggest rain of the year?
Yeah, a lot of
We were
inches.
driving in, roads are flooding. So it's been, I mean, we've been getting bites today, but they've been biting, just nipping, and just not really turned on that great. So we're kind of grinding them out, but I don't know if you could see, but how this one was hooked, obviously it swiped at the bait and caught inside of the head. So now we kind of know what's going on. You know, not a giant, but on a day like today, when they're just nipping and we're grinding, we'll take every bite.
Oh yeah.
See you later. There's one.
Another one. Right as we were releasing the one.
Good, Brad, you want to step back?
Yep. Oh, and she's gone.
Just as you said, not hooked very good either.
Yeah,
It was below the chin.
yeah. She was kind of wearing it like a hat. Yeah, it's a real soft strike, but she had it. Wasn't a real big one, but we'd have taken her.
Yeah,
That's 2. Boom, boom.
right on.
One thing I keep in my boat that's really helpful is this Phantom Quick Glue. This stuff is really good at fixing a lot of little situations in your boat when a lure needs fixing. Whether it be attaching the tail to a Phantom and gluing it, quick drying in seconds and be ready to go, this will help. If you're fishing a big bulldog and all of a sudden you've got some cuts in there you need to seal together, this glue will seal those cuts as well. Or if you're in a situation where you've got a bucktail bite going on and all of a sudden the threads are coming loose because you caught a bunch of fish, a little bit of dab of glue on this little thread along here and you'll be good to go. Having a tube of this Phantom glue in your boat is going to help you in a pinch in lots of situations.
Bass Pro Shops. It's more than a store.
It's great service from folks who know what they're talking about.
A place with a great selection of brands you love.
And so many clothing options to choose from.
It's a low price guaranteed.
And free events that are fun for the whole family. If you've never been to Bass Pro Shops, you don't know what you're missing.
Are you searching for that secret lake or magic lure?
There's no one secret in muskie fishing.
Knowledge is power.
You want to catch more muskies?
Get Muskie Hunter.
Get Muskie Hunter.
Get Muskie Hunter.
Subscribe now and get cutting-edge information from the top muskie professionals. Learn to locate muskies in any water using the hottest muskie lures. Get the latest on new muskie gear and exclusive muskie wear. Get 6 big issues for only $23.95. Call 1-800-23-MUSKIE or go to muskiehunter.com.
The muscle memory of a million casts fires again and again, as natural as every breath that I take. I can't stop. Just one more cast, strike, fight.
Wow. Look at that one.
I live for the pursuit.
XI5 from Motor Guide, a wireless trolling motor engineered for anglers by anglers, delivering key performance attributes with power, toughness, stealthy, quiet operation. And for you control freaks, our optional pinpoint GPS navigation system lets you position your boat precisely where the fish are, instantaneously, accurately, built to earn you bragging rights. Meet the all-new XI5, only from Motor Guide.
Where's the dream destination of all muskie anglers? Ontario. And for good reason. It's loaded with giant muskies. Ontario has hundreds of waters with thousands of spots loaded with trophy muskies waiting for you. Don't fight the crowds. Explore the waters of Ontario. Fish alone and get back in touch with nature. Ontario, it's the place where muskie dreams come true. To find out more about my favorite Ontario muskie waters, check out gofishinontario.com.
Tim O'Reilly of Cary, Illinois, caught and released his personal best muskie, a 51.5 incher, while trolling on Lake St. Clair.
There's one. Don't see her anymore. Lazy up and lazy down.
Even though St. Clair is loaded with muskies, it doesn't mean like they're everywhere and that you can just go and catch them anywhere you go. Like anything else, you put your time in, we're fishing big expanses, making large drifts, and you may go through several hours with not much going on, but the one thing that's true out here is you better be ready. Because when a window opens up here, you can have a lot of fish. I mean, a big pack of fish that all of a sudden start biting. You can get multiple bites in a hurry. So once you catch one, be on your toes, because all of a sudden it might be another and another and another.
There's one, got one. This one feels good.
Okay.
I'll come through.
Nicer fish.
It's not as big as I thought, but it's nice.
Yeah.
Hammered it good. This one actually ate it.
Still.
Nice, Brad. Get in there, dude.
Oh. Bring her back around here. She did not like that.
She didn't like that.
Bring her back in here.
There we go. Beautiful.
We were playing off the rim there.
Yeah. That was dangerous.
Yeah. Once again, not the biggest, but we'll take it on a day like today. Just raised a really, really nice fish right before this one ate, so they're definitely on the move. And actually, we're just a little bit after moonrise, so I think we got a window going.
For sure.
All right, let her go.
Let me go back.
He's getting there. Whew. Right on.
Spencer, what are you really looking for in a good spot out here? I mean, what trips your trigger as far as I need this, this, and this to potentially catch fish out here?
So the biggest thing out here is your watercolor. And the reason the watercolor is so important is that's what's going to move the bait around. You know, you're looking in the summertime, you're looking for water. It's between 2 and 4 foot's kind of ideal for casting. Yes, you can catch them in more or less, but that's kind of what we're normally looking for. And then obviously from there, you're looking for schools of shad. Big schools of bait on the screen. You know, if you have good electronics, side imaging in particular, you know, you drive around, you find that good bait, and you're going to find fish.
Boy, he came up out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, there he goes.
Still on it.
It's a better fish too.
Yeah, I know it is.
Oh, she's right on it.
It's a big fish.
That's a big fish. Oh yeah. Darn it.
There he went. He didn't like my fast turn. Man, he just popped straight up from the bottom.
I didn't quite realize how big she was
Yeah,
until.
that was a good fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fish.
What we got, Brad?
Just head shaking like crazy. That was cool.
Fish. Bring him over to me. Back up with him. Back up. Back up. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, nice fish.
That one was on the upswing right by the boat.
Right by the boat.
Yep.
There you go. He's on fire.
Awesome.
She's feisty.
Yeah, nice fish.
There we go.
Yeah. Much nice.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's tensing up. She wants to go back really bad. There she goes.
Nice job, Brad. So if you're fishing a big bulldog, such as this bulldog here, this pounder bulldog, one of the things I'm more concerned about is the type of rod you're using rather than the reel. But a lot of people are concerned, do I need a high speed or a low speed reel to fish a bulldog like this? And it really depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If you're trying to fish this bulldog, keep it really fast moving, closer to the surface, then by having a higher speed reel, such as this Tranx, that brings in 40 inches of line per crank, every time you pull and then pick up the slack very quickly, it keeps the bait moving very high in the water column, moving very fast, relatively easier. However, if you want the bait to be deeper or it's colder water and you want to fish it slower, a slower speed reel with a lower gear ratio is going to allow you much more easily to run that bait deeper. So the answer to the question is depending on what you want to do. You want the bait high and you move it fast, a high-speed reel gets the nod. If you want to move it deeper and you want to run it slower, the slower speed reel gets the nod. So depending on the time of year or condition, you may have to switch reels to catch as many muskies as possible.
Bass Pro Shops. It's more than a store.
It's great service from folks who know what they're talking about.
A place with a great selection of brands you love.
And so many clothing options to choose from.
It's a low price guarantee.
And free events that are fun for the whole family. If you've never been to Bass Pro Shops, you don't know what you're missing.
Ontario, Canada. The breathtaking scenery, the incredible wildlife, the endless sunsets, and the muskies. Ontario, Canada is home to the greatest muskie waters in the world, and giant muskies are awaiting your next cast. Explore the waters of Ontario and catch your personal best.
To find out more about my favorite Ontario waters, check out GoFishInOntario.com.
From bass and walleye to crappie in the great outdoors, you deserve more than old school aluminum. Reward yourself with the quality, performance, and extra room in a Ranger aluminum design. Packed with features, these rigs carry an ultra-smooth dry ride and stable platforms. Experience a Ranger aluminum boat today. It's engineered to excel and priced to be yours.
It's time for the Yeti Tough Moment. With cloudy conditions and a slight chop on Lake St. Clair, Jim, Spencer, and Brad were able to systematically drift an area and trigger multiple strikes from muskies. However, day 2 brought sunny and flat conditions, scattering the muskies and leaving the previous day's hot spot void of muskies. Were they able to make the right adjustment to find the muskies on day 2? You'll just have to watch to find out. Now that's Yeti Tough.
Well, today is definitely a different day from yesterday. We had big winds, overcast skies, cloudy, dark. Today it's bright, sunny, flat, warm. All right, Spencer, how do we adjust to this?
Yeah, Jim, it's definitely a lot different day today. We got flat conditions. The biggest difference for us is the spot we were fishing yesterday. When that wind kind of stops, the water clears up a lot. So what we did was we moved to a different spot that was probably a little too dark to fish yesterday, but now with these flat conditions, that water clarity is going to get a lot better as a lot of that sediment falls out of the water. So it's going to get a lot clearer. And we pull in here, there's really nice bait. We got that good water we were talking about earlier, and hopefully we got some muskies in here as well.
So Brad, how did you come up with this crazy bulldog? You've got like all kinds of variations, but how did this thing start?
Well, Jim, you know, years ago there wasn't really that many soft plastics on the market, maybe a small handful, and you know, maybe oversized bass baits type thing. And I used to be a bass fisherman, still do some bass fishing, but I always noticed how soft plastics in the water really come alive. And I thought, you know, there's really not a lot out there. In the musky world, you know, we had wood baits and of course bucktails and, you know, solid plastic, you know, hard plastic baits, but not really a lot of soft plastics. So my original idea was just to come up with a soft plastic jerk bait that when you threw it out and gave it a rip, it would bend and twist around and stuff like that, like a natural bait would, you know, like something alive in the water. And as we did that, we kept adding things to it, like the fins and the tail, and you know, changing where the line tie was and things like that, until we got similar to what this is right now. And I'll never forget the first time I took it out fishing, when it was actually kind of working good. I had 3 guys in the boat. I caught 3 fish, saw about 8, and those guys were silent the whole day. And I thought, you know what, I think I got something here.
Absolutely.
Oh. Got him. Attaboy, Jim.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was just ripping it, and I kind of paused it, and double pumped it, and boom! Bobber down. All right. Whoa, settle down, settle down. Yeah. Nice. Really nice fish. Gotta love them. Man. Now that one just crushed it. Okay. There you go. Beautiful. Brad, the one thing that's really amazing is you've taken this bulldog, and soft plastics are totally mainstream. I remember years ago when there weren't a lot of people using them. Now everybody's using them, places like St. Clair, all across the muskie range. But what's really incredible is you seem like you've taken this bait and you keep evolving it and improving it and making it better. And how does that happen?
Well, exactly, Jim. I mean, part of it is just the products that are available to us. The raw materials today are so much better. When I first started in 1993, there was no such thing as paint for unsoft plastics. So basically you had something like this where the only thing I could really do is make it in layers like that, you know, to get contrasts. And obviously muskies really like contrast. And you know, you'll notice little changes that we made along the way. This one's got like a jig hook in it, back hook embedded. And the other thing we really did a lot is, number one, we listened to our customers, and number two, we listened to our pro staff guys. And constantly making tweaks and changes along the way to make the product better and better and better. A lot of changes that probably the customer never even knew we made, you know?
There's one. Right, coming. Coming.
It's out there.
Nice. She just T-boned that pounder. Pounder bulldog. Just gone. Right in there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice job, Spencer. Nice job.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Just slackline bite too. Just went to pull it and just gone. And she grabbed that bait from behind and just came right at me.
Whoa.
There you go. All right. New day. It's calm, but fish don't seem to mind. Another pounder bulldog fish. Ate it coming straight at me. Kind of charged the boat, but got her in the net. Nice fish. Let's see what she does. So here's the head of that bulldog after that last fish there. She just head hunting it big time. You know, coming after that. When they go after these baits, they're trying to kill them, so they're always eating the head of the bait. One common misconception is people always think that they're going after the tails, especially when they miss a fish, something like that. 95% of the time, these fish are going for the head because they're looking to kill it. Even if you don't get the fish, it's still normally grabbing that head of that bait, and just all about getting that good hook set, that quick reaction time, and get that first hook pinned inside of her mouth there.
Saw the boil.
I literally felt the pressure, and I saw that, and I looked down, and there's a flash where my bait was, and I ripped up, and no fish.
There's one. Got one. Got him? Oh.
Lake St. Clair is a big lake with giant muskies, and although they roam around due to watercolor changes and weather changes, Spencer Berman can show you how to catch them. Join us next week for another big fish adventure on The Muskie Hunter.
There's one. Got one. There we go. Got him. Nice job. Got him.
There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, we're talking.
Gotta love them.
The Muskie Hunter has been brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Come on, Snag Dog.
Do your job. Okay, I'll start trying now.
Oh, come on back.
You know what's wild is you come out here and you're fishing in the lake like this and there's nothing, and then the one fish that comes in, you just come charging it.
Lit up.
You know, so it's like,
we're your
what
buddies.
is the deal here? Yeah, you're just a lone wolf out here cruising around. You know, where's all your brothers?